Hello, welcome, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope your week is going good. Everything is going good. Please share, invite somebody, tag somebody, bless somebody today by sharing and inviting somebody. Please do that. Bless somebody today. So, continue with the book review, and I think we're in chapter 3 now. Um, so today we're going to be talking about the coin consequences of false understanding of love. So this is what we're going to be talking about today in this chapter. Hopefully, the other chapter were able helpful. Also, I just want to make a note that at the end of the video, there is a self examination that you can examine yourself to see what you're doing wrong or what you're doing right. So if you need to work on yourself in some of the things that we're talking about that you can need to work out, you can do the test and find what your score is. And also it will teach you what you need to do to increase your score. So please, I encourage people to do it. It's not to cry down or point finger at anybody, but it's to help to strengthen you. Wherever you're weak, we just need to bring strength in there so you can become a better person. That's all. So that the world will become a safer place for everybody to live in. Okay. So I'm just gonna go right into the message today. I don't want to babble a lot. So the consequences of false understanding of love. That is what we're gonna talk today about. Okay. So many people have a false understanding of love. We all know that. Um, their idea of love is just their idea of love is like illusion, um, because of their life are filled with various probable offense and quarrel. These people that live in illusions, they're always offensive. They're always quarreling. They're always having a conflict with somebody, or they're always depressed because they have this kind of illusion about love, which love is not, right? We will we're going to talk about these consequences of having a wrong understanding of love. Um, and one of them is worshiping of self, because a lot of people who worship themselves, they think they are God, or they think that they are better than everybody else. They think that they know it all. Also, they talk about the other people. This word I have problem with it. I don't know why. Uh, narcissism is an also another consequence of false understanding of love, right? They self worship themselves. Like, you worship yourself. Oh, I always look good. And everybody's supposed to worship me. Everybody's supposed to listen to me. Everybody's supposed to do what I say. And you don't listen to other people. You think other people don't value other people ideas does not value, it's only your idea, even though your idea might be a terrible idea, but you just want people to do what you want them to do. So this is a kind of false understanding of relationship. When you're in a relationship, only one partner is, oh, do this, do this, do this, always in control. That is not good. It has to be a balance. It has to be a mutual understanding. You're supposed to do what is the the right thing, what is going to benefit both of you, not only what is going to benefit one person. So narcissism, this word, narcissism, narcissism, and self worship. Like a lot of people, like it's a person this is a person with false understanding of love. They want everybody around them to take care of them and be the center of attention. Who are you? Are you always the center of attention? Do you want always people to take care of you? Do you want always is you? Um, you always say, "Oh, I need this. Oh, I'm not worthy of your love." Like you start complaining, "I'm not worthy of your love." Oh, you need to do this. If you don't do this, you love. Like was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I gave an example of A lot of men today, they take advantage of little girls. You say, hey, if you love me, you have to sleep with me. Those are narcissism people. No, you don't have to sleep with somebody in order for you to show love to them. You can still love the person without you have to go to bed with that person. But a lot of men take a, "Ha, you're not sleeping with me," because they will start doing all this. They just want to take advantage of you. And narcissism people, they are, they always think that I am the best, and I they are the best. They don't make mistakes. They don't do wrong. They don't do nothing. So there is there is the parable in the Bible where the son, one of the son, was the narcissism, um kind of self worship, right? You remember the two son in the Bible, the prodigal son, the one, the rich man that have this two son, and one of the son came and said, hey dad, I want all my property, give me all the property. That is a narcissism kind of person. Ha, give me everything that I deserve. And so the dad, okay, share the property between the two sons, and then the younger son take all the property and went and party and do all kind of things and live large. Those are narcissism kind of um understanding of love, right? It's like, oh, I just do this, and guess what? He squander all the money. He lose everything. He lose the friend, all the friends that were around him because of the money. All the friends end up leaving him, and he left by himself, right? He was by himself. He had no friend. When he needed the friends, nobody came to his rescue, because that was a false understanding of love. That was not true love. You think that, oh, that my friends, they love me, they care about me. Ah, because I have, because of you have money, because they were getting from you. That is not a true understanding of love. That is a false understanding of love. And money left him. And when he needed the friends, he called them. Nobody showed up. They abandoned him, and he ended up working in a pig farm. And then he realized, said, oh my god, I have done something really, really terrible. That is the consequences of when you want to self worship yourself, when you want to think that you know it all, you are always right, you don't listen to advice, you don't listen to what is right, you just wants to do things to please the flesh, basically. So he lost everything, and he ended up going back to the sun, right? So becoming ignorant, he was becoming ignorant, right? That was ignorant, and he destroyed ignorant, destroyed the mind and soul. That's what ignorant is. And a lot of people are living their life in ignorant. They don't know that they're destroying themselves. They're destroying their soul because they think that they know everything. So people who have a false understanding of love, instead of helping others with their gift and talents, like the young son who in the Bible, who was focused on himself rather than helping to grow his father's wealth. He didn't care about growing his father's wealth. He only cares about himself. He wants to live large. He wants to live freedom. Like, how many people are in this situation right now that wants to live freedom? Ah, I want to do whatever I want. There are a lot of children that we grow up now that are the same, right? Oh, just give me what I want. But that is not going to help you in the future. So that's just ignorant. And there are a lot of kids today that are living in ignorance. A lot of kids, and a lot of even people are living in ignorance. They see the truth, they look at it, and they call it a lie. So he didn't want to help his father grow his business. He just wants to waste the money. But Father God is usually merciful, right? He's a merciful God. Even though he have squandered all the money, the Father accepted him back. But now he had to pay something that you could have prevent. Because other people, there are a lot of things that we could prevent in our life, but because we are ignorant, we end up suffering. we end up suffering in our life. So, narcissism, for people that don't know the meaning of that word, um, is having an excessive interest in or admiration of oneself and one physical appearance. So it's all about me. Like Donald Trump is a narcissism. It's all about him. He doesn't care. He just do whatever he wants. He say whatever he wants. He don't care. He's a narcissism kind of guy, right? The biggest one of all. Um, there are a lot of people in that categories. So narcissistic person, people, real or image virtues or abilities stem from their appearance or other form of giftedness that they may have. So excessive admiration makes people blind, right? To the fact that all the gift and talent that they are utilizing comes from God. Like, how many people think that? They think that, oh, I just get it. No, you don't just get it. Your creator gave you that talent. Whatever you are doing here on earth, you just don't get it by yourself and say, hey, I'm just natural. Hey, God put that gift in you. God put that talent in you. You didn't just create that talent on your own. You came with it. When you were born, it was inside of you. You were born with it. You might just realize it's that, whoa, I'm good at this. But it's not that you just discover it. It was there all along. So there are a lot of people, we have a lot of gift and talents that we don't know that we have. And a lot of people are wasting their gift and talent, right? Because they want, sometimes a lot of people wants to be like everybody else except for themselves, who God really want them to be. So the man who shows compla- complacency when he fall in love may get married and start a family, but will continue to worship himself for bringing his life to this point, right? So a lot of men or women, it can be vice versa. Um, they can fall into this category, like they fall in love and they get married and they started a family, and sometimes the woman will worship the man, or the man will worship the woman, and that is not good. Like, you're supposed to adore your wife or adore your husband, not to the form of worshiping him, that your partner will be above God, right? You can never love anybody above God. Everybody has to come below. Like, God is here, everything else come here. There's nothing that can uh, um surpass God. If you anything that surpass God, God take it away from me. That is why a lot of people will lose a lot of things today, because we want to worship our children so much. We want to worship our spouse so much. And God cannot share. He's a jealous God. He will never share his glory with any man. So there is an example. I don't know if I should give the example. There was an example of a woman. Okay, well, a lot of women are in this. A lot of women are in this category. Okay, they pay so much attention to themselves. They has to look so perfect when they go outside. If they don't look perfect, it's like the world is gonna come to an end. Their lipstick has to be perfect, their makeup has to be perfect, their dress has to be perfect, the shoes have to be perfect. They live in this kind of perfection that sometimes destroy them. Some women, there are a lot of women, they will not go out without a makeup. They got up in the morning, the first thing, makeup. You cannot even see the natural beauty anymore. I do wear makeup, but I sometimes go out without makeup. And but some women, they got up in the morning. As soon as they get up, makeup. The husband does not even know their natural face. The lot of women today, they get married and they stress their man so much because they always want to be perfect. So they are never satisfied. They're never satisfied with their life, even though their husband might be working two, three jobs just to satisfy the appearance of the woman. There are some women still not satisfied. They will be complaining, they will be nagging, they will be complaining, they will be nagging. Like, it's not all about material things, because a lot of people, they pay attention, the woman, they pay attention. My husband never bought me this, my husband never bought me this, you never. The man will be killing himself, working two job, three job, still not satisfied. They will have a closet full of shoes, they will have a closet full of bag, they will have a closet, heck, still not satisfied. That man will be killing. What are you doing to that poor guy or a woman? It can be vice versa. What are you doing? You're destroying that. It's like you are the man supposed to worship you, or I don't know. It's not good. We need to be satisfied with whatever we have. We need to appreciate the little. If your husband is working two job, three job just to satisfy you, appreciate. Say nice things. Oh, thank you. Don't be over. You got how many? You only have one body. How many shoes do you need? How many bag do you need every time? And sometimes we women, we, they will not even buy something that will be reasonable. They will be living beyond their means. They will go buy something that the husband has to work for I don't know how long. We need to be what is the word? You need to think as a woman or a man. So also some men are like that. They will be working that woman. Eh? They will be demanding. They want designer this, designer that, designer. They don't wear any other thing unless it's a name brand. If it's not name brand, they don't want it. What is the word coming into? What is the world coming into? And they'll be just killing themselves and end up the person end up losing their life. It's like, oh, and they start blaming the devil. They start blaming the witches in the village or wherever. When we don't know that, haha, it's us. You did that to your husband. You did that to your wife. I'm just saying. So don't stress. Appreciate whatever you have. If your husband or your wife is doing so much for the family, learn how to appreciate. Say thank you sometimes. Say, oh, thank you. Appreciate. It's good. Don't stress somebody. Like some women, I want to talk. Some women, there are certain women, they don't have kids, but they're home. They stay at home. I must stay. Or there's some of them are stay at home mom. You could do something. The kids are in school. Go ahead, do something. But no, my husband do everything for me. And then when the husband leave you, you cannot function. You cannot live your life anymore because you used to depend on that husband so much that your life have come to an end. The husband leave you now, or you get separated. The world have come to an end. Do something. When God in the beginning in Genesis, when God created man, right? He created man. He said, it is not good for a man to be alone. I'm going to bring him a helper. You, woman, you are a helper, not a destroyer. You're not supposed to go and stress that man and destroy them. You guys supposed to be helper. You're supposed to be helping each other. But if you go there, because the Bible said you must take care of your wife, so you must take care of me. Hey, come on now. You're supposed to help the man. The man, you're supposed to help the woman. It's a vice versa thing. It's not one way thing. No, it has to balance. I help you, help me, and then guess what? Things will be easier, make easier. But if only one person have the burden, it's stressful. That's how people have a habitation. That is how people get sickness because you're not sleeping right, you're not eating right, just chasing after material things just to please one person. It's not good though. Just stay in my home. So let me see. It say a person who has a true understanding of love always think more about the other person than about himself and the feeling. A person who understands that his gift and talent and ability are, are for the creator will never worship himself. Because you know that, hey, this thing that I get, this thing I'm doing, it's God that blessed me with it. You will not worship yourself. You should always leave behind your interest and aim to represent the interest of God. That is what we're supposed to be doing. But if you're not doing the interest of God and it's only me, ha, this man must satisfy me. It's me. I. It's not we or us. No, it's always I. That person is a narcissistic person. It's all me. I am right. I do it right. And he's also a selfish somebody. So, false understanding of love lead a person to narcissism and worship of self. He said, okay, we're gonna talk about a second. That is a second idolatry, right? Um Idolatry is like uh worshiping somebody, right? There is a story here in the book. Let's just keep going. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it if I put it down on my note. Um, he said, okay, let's do the definition. He said, idolatry means extremely admiration, love, and reverence for something or someone. He said, people who do not have a correct understanding of love tend to live in the worship of the flesh. See, that is what we're talking. The worship of the flesh, desire, pride, and instinct. These are people. There's the idolatry. They're worshiping. Ha, makeup. I will not go out without my makeup. Because you don't believe in yourself. You don't know that you're beautiful. God created it. God gave you whatever you have because that's what God wants you to have. You need to own it. Whatever it is, you own it. Even if you're ugly, own it. Say, ha, God have a reason why he creates me like this. You must be proud of yourself. Sometimes show off. Not all the time makeup. No, sometimes just show your natural self. Say, hey, this is me. Let the man, the husband you're going to marry, let them see your natural beauty. If that man still wants you, he wants you. Don't be covering up. Like I watched a video one time, and it was just a video. I think they were just doing a drama or kind of thing. And this woman, the husband never saw the woman natural face. This is, I don't know if it's a true story. I probably be true story, but it was a video on social on Facebook. The husband never saw the natural beauty of the woman. The woman have makeup, eh? If you see her, how beautiful she looks. So on their wedding night, so the woman went to the bathroom and took off the makeup and then came to bed. The man ran away. The man ran away. He said, huh, who is this? Who is this? He said, it's me, your wife. He said, my wife Kai. Sorry guys, I'm laughing because it's so funny. He said, no, you're not my wife. Your husband ran away from the woman. So to to prevent certain things, show the man your natural beauty sometimes. Don't always cover it up with a makeup, but show the man, say, this is the real me. Do you want me the way I am? This is my natural me without no makeup, no nothing. And this is me with makeup. Now choose. Do you want me or not? But there are lots of men, they have never seen the woman natural beauty. It's always makeup looking beautiful. Like also, I actually watched a movie the other day too. The It's an American movie that this lady, from when she was little, the mom has perfected her hair. She is a black woman, but always straighten her hair. So she's always, she go to bed. The boyfriend always see her as, oh, always perfect. The boyfriend never ever see a natural look. They end up separating. Once the guy find out the natural look, that relationship was gonzo. Some people are attracted but say, no, this is my, but this is real me. Let's know first before you start going deep into a relationship. Don't start going too deep without telling the man, say, this is me, my natural look me correct. Do you still want me like this? Without the makeup, without the nothing? And then if the man wants you, then you can carry on. But don't be covering, you hiding your natural beauty, and then one day that you release your natural beauty, the man say, hi, no, I don't want you. Please go. This is not the woman I married. I'm just giving advice to the ladies. So it say people who do not have a correct understanding of love. Okay, I think I did that one already. It said these people, they make their desire and feelings for, so these are idolatry. Those people that worship themselves. It's like, okay, it's a they make the desire and feelings for their master and the idol of their god. See, the man began to worship himself and think he is the cause of all his success. um so, like, it can be vice versa with women and men. It's like, oh, well, if some people, because a woman or a man helped them to become or successful in a relationship, they started to worshiping you. Like, there are, let's just leave the relationship. Let's go to like the church for a minute, okay? How many members, they worship the pastor so much more than God? They don't even know that God even exists anymore. It's only about my pastor. Pastor, anything pastor said, bam, they will do it. Anything pastor talk. If pastor said to they go and divorce your husband, they will run. I don't want you anymore. I'll pack my load. I'll go and stay to the pastor. How many? That is idolatry. You have God, right? You have God. You cannot be replacing God with a human being. God is a jealous God. He does not want that. How many members are replacing God with a pastor? Pastor say this, pastor say that, pastor say this, pastor. If pastor, maybe a true man will come and wants to marry a certain woman, or vice versa. It can be vice versa. And you go and tell the pastor will say, no, you should not marry. You must marry in my church. I have already find you. Maybe that person that the pastor find for you is not your true man. God have spoken to you, you the woman or you the man, say, I want you to marry that woman. And you said, and then the pastor said, no, God speak to me. Who who's supposed to rule there? You hearing directly from God, or your pastor hearing from God? Whose life is it? Is it your pastor life or your life? Because a lot of people are missing this today. Um, it's like half an hour already. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have time. Maybe another 5 minutes. I'm gonna finish it. Um, it said a person who has a true understanding of love does not think of himself. He is more concerned about the caring of others, and therefore live by God's standard. We are supposed to live by God's standard. He, we should realize that if we have been successful in something, it's not because of us. You need to give God the glory, because a lot of members today, they will give the pastor glory in the name of, or they will be praying in the name of certain pastor. I don't get that. Why would you be praying in the name of the pastor so and so, Pastor TD Joshua, in the name of the God of Pastor TD Joshua, in the name of Pastor, I don't know, Pastor this, Pastor that, Pastor Chris, Pastor, I don't know. Instead of saying, in the name of my father, it's your father too. When did you dethrone yourself, or not being a child of God anymore, that you have to praise to somebody else's pastor? The same way that that pastor talked to God, God wants you to talk to him. He wants a personal relationship with you. There is also, it talks here about parents worshiping their children, right? There are a lot of parents that worship their children. They worship their children. If the children say bang, they will do it. They say down, they worship their children, eh? Anything that the children tell them, that is what they're gonna. Even if it's bad, they will do it. But you, as the parent, you're supposed to be guidance to your child. But instead, your child is the one parenting you. I see that a lot. It's like, God, why? God help us. Give us wisdom all. They don't even try to find out anything about, like, the child's supposed to live their own life, or they will be. Anyway, I don't want to go there. Let's just leave that matter. So let's end up here. It's a false understanding of love in a marriage and consequences. I'm just gonna read directly from the book. It said, for a lot of young people starting a family, they have dreams that their parent, the partner, sorry, will be able to support them and care for them during the difficulty and the struggle of life. So they put a lot of pressure on them in the relationship. This approach brings a lot of frustration in their life because of the misguidance, acceptance they hold, right? Women who constantly call their husband when they are at work, because there are women that do it, constantly calling their husband at work, complaining they have never spent time with them, and all that kind of stuff. You have these women. They will be, it's vice versa actually. Some men too, they do this. They will be calling the woman. Yeah, you know the woman is at work. What is your problem? You know the man is at work. What is your problem? The man will not come home. Ha! What are you doing? Ah, I miss you. I miss you. Hey, you cannot function with the man for 8 hours. You cannot do anything with your own life for 8 hours. You have to be calling the man and complaining. These are people, children that have been brought up in some kind of way that they cannot be independent. They cannot function. They cannot do nothing by themselves. It is wrong. That is not true understanding of love. That is a false understanding. They say, oh, this woman, he like me, call me every minute, every second. Yeah, that is a false understanding. Let the man be. He's at work for 8 hours or 12 hours or whatever hours or 4 hours or 3 hours. Let that man have the peace and at work. When he done work, can come home and you can have all the time at home. But you cannot be calling the wife or calling the husband every minute, every day, checking what are you doing, what are you up to, what is it, when are you going for lunch, when are you having break, I miss you, I miss you. That is wrong. That is a false understanding of love. It's not true understanding of love. And these end up, because sometimes the person that you're pestering, it comes into a way that he started resenting you. Instead of loving you, he started resenting you. He become irritated by you, and then you think, and then when certain things started happening, and you start blaming the devil. You start blaming, it's the devil. My family, they don't want me to be happy in my marriage. Don't you know that you are the one irritating your partner? Calling, checking, dada, dada. And then when the man fed up and resent you now, say, I don't have breathing space. I cannot, and or they, God forbid, they fire the man from work. My they will start saying my how do they say it? My enemies will not succeed. They don't you know that you are the one, instead of the man concentrating on his work, you keep on calling every minute, every second, checking. The man cannot even work properly, and they fire the man. Now you will. My enemy will not succeed. Who's the enemy? You are the enemy, because you don't want it. You let the man work. Let the woman do the work. Come home and you spend time together, right? So let's just finish up. Don't forget, there is the test at the end of this broadcast. You can test, assess yourself, see what you're doing wrong, and also there is a practical that you can help yourself if you actually um idolatry kind of understanding of love. If you're doing an idolatry or narcissistic kind of understanding of false understanding of love, there is a question I'm going to post in the link at the end. You can do it and assess yourself and see, hey, see if you score higher or lower, and say, hey, I need to work on this, I need to work on this, and you can work on it and you can become a better person. So let's just finish it up here. Let me just see if I don't miss anything. um oh, here it says also in the book here, it said when the people started resentment and self-centeredness, he started harboring negative energy within the woman or the man, because you calling a negative all these things, and with this negative energy that you're storing into your body, like I said before, this is what usually will lead to illnesses. It will be lead to discomfort, will lead to all these diseases that we are getting, because you bring in this negative energy that your body cannot detect where it's coming from. So it will be just piling it in the corner, and then later on, that person have cancer. They don't know that it's all the stress. You creating unnecessary stress for yourself that you don't even actually need. You're creating burden for yourself that you actually don't need. We women, we do that. Men, we do that all the time. Like for me, for example, um I won't say I was that bad in that, but I was creating a lot of stress for myself. And then I realized, like, what am I doing? Why am I killing myself? So now I stress about nothing. If I can solve a problem, I solve it. If I cannot solve it, I ask God, God, give me wisdom how I can solve this. God, give me the wisdom I solve it. But I will not be having sleepless night. When people have sleepless night, why am I going to sleep? I don't have sleep. I go to bed, I sleep. I sleep really good. I hit my pillow. I, I don't start laying counting stats. God, hey, God. I don't have that time anymore. Before I used to do it. Hey, big worry about man. Hey, ah, I don't have that time anymore. He said, men and women are created equally by God. Okay, but the husband is made the head of the family. So any attempts to establish superiority over the husband can be seen as an attempt of oneself above God, right? Or the law of God. People who have a true understanding of love forget about themselves. They seek to help their loved ones and enjoy each other successfully. The important thing is pleasing not only your family, but to please God. When Jesus was in Gethsemane, he was faced with the intense pain of the cross. Right, he was going to the cross. He knows you have to die, and he was faced. What did he pray? He prayed. He said, "I do not for you, not my will, but the will of you, Lord." Right. So, like, we need to be praying this prayer sometimes. Say, God, help me. Because we are weak. We are weak. When I say weak, whenever you find yourself that you are weak, you need to go to God. Say, God, I need your help. I need strength in in your relationship or whatever. You see there is problem. You need to go consult with God. Say, God, you created man and woman. I need to know how to function as a woman. Or man, I need to know how to function as a man. You need to go and ask wisdom for God. Don't go and be going to this pastor or whatever. Go directly to the source of life. Go ask God yourself. Say, God, I want to learn how to become a man. I want to learn how to become a good woman. That is all we need to do. So you say a false understanding, this is the end. You say a false understanding of love in family life leads to constant dissatisfactions with the partner, and as the consequence of this destruction of family ties. People with a true understanding of love always build relationship, take care of their neighbors, and think about how else to do well for others, so much that they become completely humble. How many people are humble today? How many people, good, no, too big for that. I'm not gonna do that. How many pastors are humble? They don't have a lot of humble pastor. All those big men of God. You think they're humble? They are not humble. They think that they are God themselves. You think that they will go to the prison. Those are the people that need to be set free. Those people that are oppressed in prison. That is where they need to be conducting miracle service. Go to the hospital where the people are sick. Those are the people that need healing. People at the streets, they're starving, but yet they bringing people in the church. Come, deliverance service. But yet the people that need to be delivered are not being attended to. It is very sad. But anyway, I rest my peace. I rest my case. That's the end of chapter 3. Tomorrow we're going to do chapter 4. What is chapter 4 about? Let me see. Chapter 4 is it a true view of love? I've not read it yet. Um a true view of love. And so look for the test at the bottom. I'm going to post it right now. I'm just going to copy it for my notes. And I'm going to post it. Please, I encourage you to do this test and see where you are at. And then you can work on whatever you are weak in, because it's weakness. Whatever you're weak in, you help to strengthen that area. It's not like I just want to come point, you're terrible at it. I don't even want to know the answer. I don't want to know your results. Do it privately to yourself. See, this area, I'm weak in this area. I need to strengthen that area. That is all. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I see my sister Grace was commenting here. I'm just gonna read her comments. Oh, don't mind them. I know my sister. He's also my daddy and my father. And God says in the Bible, don't call anyone daddy or father. I am your father in heaven. Don't call anybody. Only your bad father you're supposed to call father. But hey, the Christians, they have so many fathers. Everybody is spiritual. My father, my mother, my father, my mother. And when God said, don't call anybody father, I am your father in heaven. Nobody else. It's in the Bible. But they call him daddy, mommy, daddy. They can be your mentor. They can help you spiritual, but not to be calling them daddy, mother. You have your biological daddy. That is who only God allow you to call daddy, and your heavenly father. But unfortunately, it's everywhere. Daddy. Yeah, I don't want anybody to call me mommy. Oh, I'm not your mommy. You call me a woman of God. You can call me my sister. I will prefer my sister. But hey, mommy, daddy, when did I give back to you? I don't know. Anyway, let's read her comment again, and then I'm gonna go off. You say why mentoring their names? Yeah, mentoring their names exactly, my sister. Yeah, it's I don't know. That's something else. Like I don't get that. Like I when I look some videos I see in the name of it's like in the name of who? Why didn't you call your father directly? Why you are you saying in the name of who? Anyway, I rest my case. Hopefully this was helpful. If somebody, if maybe you learned something, please do the quiz and find where you're at, okay? So we'll do chapter 4 tomorrow, and we will finish the rest of the chapter on the next week, following week. And then uh, I think we'll do another book too. We'll do another book. And I know I have 3 egg tests coming up the following week, I believe. We'll see. We'll work something out. Okay, so you guys have a wonderful day. I know I started early today, but you guys have a wonderful day. Peace and love. Bye.